Last week, Republic of Congo President Denis Sassou-Nguesso attended the second U.S.-Africa Leaders Gathering. In an exclusive interview, he told VOA that this time around the goals were more defined, including helping the African Union gain a greater voice at the United Nations.
Je donne quelques exemples. Le président Biden.
For example, President Biden declared that Africa is certainly going to be a member of the G20. I believe this is a clear orientation that we appreciate. Mr. Biden also declared that in the next few years, America is going to get involved with Africa, finding its right place at the Security Council of the United Nations as a permanent member.
The G20 comprises the world's major industrial and emerging economies. South Africa is currently its only African member. President Joe Biden also said his administration will spend $55 billion to help African countries over the next 3 years.
With this summit and with the African Union's Agenda 2063, our eyes are fixed squarely on the future.
Je pense qu'il s'agit là d'avancées importantes.
That's also an important development, especially when the debate allowed us to highlight Africa's priorities. President Macky Sall, the African Union president, and all the other leaders emphasized Africa's priorities, whether it's related to basic infrastructure, developing the agriculture sector, digital, education, health, the energy question.
The White House said $165 million will be used to strengthen democracy and good governance. Yet some criticized Biden for inviting leaders who have been in power for a long time. U.S. officials said all leaders in good standing with the African Union and the U.S. got an invite.
La démocratie et la bonne gouvernance, c'est tout un processus.
Democracy and good governance are a process, and even today in certain countries in Europe, there are challenges. Even here in the U.S., we were surprised to see what happened at the Capitol on January 6th. There is lots of progress in Africa. Now, as for the leaders who have stayed in power for a long time, what if that was the will of the people? Elections are meant to ask people to share their opinions. What if the people vote in favor of stability?
Some African countries have seen a recurrence of coups, and in the case of Libya, chronic conflict. Sassou-Nguesso said without peace and security, development can't be achieved.
Tant qu'on n'aura pas bien résolu le problème de la Libye,
as long as we don't resolve the Libya issue, we won't see the light at the end of the tunnel in the Sahel region. So the terrorism and violent extremism in Africa, the problem related to peace in general, is an important one. As the chairperson of the AU's high-level committee on Libya, we are in the process of organizing a reconciliation forum there.
Libya has had little peace since the 2011 NATO-backed uprising that ousted Muammar Gaddafi. Sassou-Nguesso has been in and out of power for over 3 decades. Asked if he's going to be a candidate at the next elections, he says at the moment he's trying to execute the programs he was elected for. Mariama Diallo, VOA News, Washington.